It's been a while since we done this kind of update. I believe January or December ko nagawa. But anyways, let's continue. So, lifelong update sa ating laptop. Well, lapit na siya mag 4 years. Go beyond the basic 5 years. Pero, problema ngayon na, sira na nga yung keyboard niya. So far, okay pa naman yung thermals. So, nagdadalawang isip ako kung magpapalinis na ulit ako. But also at the same time, dahil nga nakahiwalay na yung keyboard, hindi na mabilis magmantsa dun sa keyboard ng laptop. So with that essence, wala nang nagpo-force sa akin magpalinis. In that sense. But the thing is, so nakatulong yung external keyboard. Sadly, sira na yung keyboard niya, but still, goods pa rin naman yung keyboard. Yung external keyboard, I mean. Ano ba? So, performance-wise, okay pa naman. Nag-silent mode na lang ako kaysa performance. Ramdam ko yung GT paminsan, but still, it's performing well. 60 FPS pa rin. TFT saka League lang naman nilalaro ko, so wala naman problema. But I'm thinking in the future, pag may extra, pag may pera, we'll be updating my keyboard. That's one. Kasi pag nakapatay lahat ng ilaw, di ko nakikita. Muscle memory na lang. So, I need to update. Kahit yung mumurahin lang na mechanical, basta silent, hindi masyado maingay. Kasi pag kausap ko si Bebe Labs or my meeting, maingay talaga siya. So, I really need a new one on that essence. And mamaya dadaanan natin yung sa cooling pad. I think I need to replace that in the future. And actually, dadalawang isip ako, saan ako magpapalinis this time around? Dahil with the place where I am nagpapalinis ako, sila nakasira ng keyboard. So, I am really double thinking kung sa kanila pa rin na magpapalinis. Also, at the same time, ang mahal nung keyboard na binenta nila. It's like 2 times the actual price. So, that's 2 strikes, honestly speaking. But then again, they're one of the specialty stores dito na kayang mag-base talaga na goods and thermal. So, I'm thinking double regarding saan. But also, madadaan na natin mamaya. Baka nga, magpalit na lang din ako ng cooling pad. If that's the case, and hindi ko naman kailangan magpalinis because of that matter, baka ma-extend ko yung pagpapalinis ko. And then again, that will be a dilemma kung saan na naman ako magpapalinis. Kasi, dun sa currently kung saan, mahal. Like 3 times the price dun sa pinakauna kong pinaglilinisan. Kaso kasi dun sa una, problem ko naman din, sila din nakasira ang thermals ko. So, yeah, it's really hard to find a place kung saan talaga may maayos na maglilinis ng laptop kung di ka marunong. It's really good if you have technical knowledge and skills on how to do it. Mas makakamura ka. Tulad ng pagluluto, di ba? Anyways, phone, kailangan ko na talaga palitan. Wala na akong power button, wala na akong volume button, but by God's grace, okay pa naman. Thankful din kay Lord sa grace talaga na meron, kasi nga yung aking smart band or aking watch is meron siyang, kasi nagpalit ako ng strap, meron siyang maliit na screwdriver, and yun yung ginagamit ko para ma-on yung phone. Hindi kasi pwede itong malobat, pero pag nalobat, at least meron akong pangbukas. Yun na lang yung ginagamit ko pang open. So, hindi talaga pwede malobat pag wala yun malapit sa akin. Kasi that's the screwdriver I use to open or turn on this phone. So, eventually, kailangan ko makahanap. Pag natapos na yung sa kotse, I'm thinking na bili ako ng phone, kaya bayaran ko na lang buwan-buwan. Mas mura pa rin naman yung babayaran ko kumpara sa binabayad ko sa kotse. So, that would be another choice. Ang choice ko, heavy-wise, is S26 or Plus or Ultra. Plus dahil sa signal, Ultra dahil sa all other things like camera, other yung privacy screen and so on so forth. But I've heard bad things about the screen, so titest ko muna. Kasi kung okay naman na yung Plus, I'll go with the Plus. May mga dagdag lang perks si Ultra na, and doon din yung part na baka marketing scam, so I need to check it. Pero ang pinaka nakikita kong ano is S26 Plus. Because of the signal. Actually, kung tutusin, okay na sa akin yung A57. A77 if kasi possible kasing DC meron, baka palitan nila yung S25 or yung FE na versions ng A77, pero baka i-release nila ng mas late. If that's the case, I'll wait for it. Or if mga bandang August or September meron na yung S26 FE, I might go the S26 FE route. Ang habol ko lang sa A57 and S26 is yung Wi-Fi 7 plus yung Bluetooth 6 for the future proofing. Pero again, if I'll go with S25 FE, mas malakas nga yung signal niya, in a sense medyo mura din siya. It will be a choice between A57 and S25 FE. Pero if I would really upgrade my momentum, Sennheiser Momentum 4 to Momentum 5, and meron siya 6.0, then walang point ng pagbili ng S25 FE. Now, kasi nga hinihintay ko pa muna if either magkaroon ako ng budget, by God's grace, may malaking pera dumating, or matapos na nga yung bayad sa kotse, I might, if maabot ako yung yung Sennheiser Momentum 5 and hindi naman siya 6.0, 5.4 lang naman siya, then I might go sa S25 FE if meron pang S25 FE that time, and for sure mas mura siya. But if lumabas ang S26 FE, it has 6.0, and then sabihin na natin hindi pa rin lumabas yung kay Momentum, I might go na lang sa Samsung Galaxy na earbuds nila yung bago, kasi 6.1 yun na Bluetooth. Difference na 5.4 sa 6.1, mas less heavy siya sa battery, mas okay ang kanyang latency, in other words hindi siya mas mahaba din yung range niya, and so on and so forth. So yung mga benefits lang ng Bluetooth 6.0. But also at the same time, in terms of router naman, kasi Wi-Fi 7 for future proofing lang, eventually magkaka Wi-Fi 8 din, so baka hindi ko pa rin palitan or bilhan ng bago na router, which is mataan na natin mamaya. Pero yan, I really need a new phone. I'm really thinking between future proofing and budget, in which if I choose future proofing, that will save me, quote unquote, I think, ng future budget. But if I go with budget ngayon, hindi pa rin naman siya problem in a sense, kasi if I go with A57, di pa rin siya Wi-Fi 7. Ang alam ko, it is Wi-Fi 6E. Pero ang habol ko na lang doon yung Bluetooth 6.0 nga. Bottom line, specs. Kasi if wala akong pake sa specs, wala akong pake sa future proofing, and I'll just go with budget, then diba? Another thing na inisip kong ipalit is OnePlus 15T, pero wala pa siya sa market natin dito sa Pilipinas. So, pero bottom line, thankful ako kay Lord na even though wala yung mga buttons dito sa gilid, na on and off ko pa rin, na gagalaw ko pa rin yung screen, yung volume I mean, and nakakapag-screenshot pa rin. So, kaya nga sabi ng mga ka-work ko, o ilan sa mga ka-work ko, and ganoon din mga kaibigan na, galing naman, kasi kahit nasira na yung phone mo, you're still able to function. So, God's grace na lang talaga yan. So, Sennheiser, okay pa naman siya, walang problema. There are new Sennheisers na mas mura, and it is using USB-C. So, instead of the 3.5mm, you're using the USB-C of your phone para magamit siya. Pero walang Bluetooth yung ganong Sennheiser. Also yon in the future, kasi sound wise and feature wise, I really like this headset. It's still working until now, so wala akong problema sa kanya. But in the future, if I would change it, if I would update it, then I might update it either yung Momentum 5 or yung bago na Sennheiser UHD 400 ata, if not mistaken. So maybe in the future, hindi pa natin alam. Laptop wise, parang hindi pa naman ako magpapalit, pero pag-ipon ako din yan for the future. So far nagagamit ko lang naman siya for office works and some gameplay. So, yung pinag-usapan namin din ni JF na yung paglalaro is not something I could stop. It's something na, yes, minimize and so on and so forth. But from time to time, iba talaga pag may girlfriend ka na gamer din. So, though my girlfriend is not. So, yeah. Okay. So, dito na tayo sa mic. Mic is fine. The purpose of the mic is supposedly for streaming. Pero, okay na pa naman siya. Wala naman problema. So, I think it will still go beyond. Hindi ko pa rin naman kailangan palitan. And if I do in the future, I think I'll still go with Shure. And I hope yung kanilang built-in app would be user-friendly. Mahirap pa rin siya gamitin ngayon. So, I hope in the future it would be better. And siguro dahil new hardware, mas madali siya mag-integrate. So, yeah. And ito na, sa cooling pad na mention ko nga kanina, I'm planning to change it to Llano. And it's a little bit, it's quote-unquote relatively cheap pa rin naman. Around 2K, 3K. Baka palitan ko. Kasi yun, may filter yun, tapos mas malakas yung hangin niya. So, we'll see. That's one thing na pinag-iipunan din. Sa ating mesh router, sabi ko nga, parang wala naman akong planong palitan. Pero if umabot sa puntong kailangan ko na siya palitan, then that's when I would change it. Wi-Fi 7 na siguro. And I might go with the BE65. Kasi nasanay na rin sa TP-Link. And I hope that has better range. Yung ating TP-Link na X23, baka i-connect pa rin natin. Or palitan natin in the future, I don't know. And if okay pa naman itong mga to and hindi pa naman kailangan palitan, and gumagana pa naman, pero mabigyan ng chance na magpalit, then I may just simply donate it to my brother-in-law. Kasi they really need a better range of internet sa bahay nila. Though it's not something that they do think. Pero pag tumatawag kasi si GF, tapos nandun siya sa bahay nila, parang hirap na hirap yung internet. So, yeah, it's something need to talk in the future with them. But as of now, hindi pa naman. Xiaomi Band, okay naman. It's doing its best to still function as I want it to. Pang oras lang naman din. May mga parts na hindi okay. Wala ko na rin yung app. So, it is advanced by 3 minutes or 4, depending on the situation. Pero it's functioning. So, yeah. Nakausap ko nga din yung isang sales dun sa shop. And sabi nga niya na it really lasts for more than 5 years. Kasi point lang naman, if yung function mo lang naman is time, then it's fine. And then, though I really hope they would have a USB-C instead of specific type of charger or cable para talagang ikot-ikot lang. But yes, kasi kailangan ko pa ng charger niya instead of meron naman akong cable. So, yeah. Anyway. Power bank natin is really doing fine. And tulad nga sinabi ko dito, in the future, maybe I'll change it to the 200 watt. I tried using my power bank to charge my laptop, tong Zephyrus, pero naubos agad yung laman. So I think it's really power hungry. But using it to charge other laptops like office laptops na medyo lightweight lang, kaya naman niya makipagtagalan. So, and I might not go beyond 25 milliamperes. So if the technology of our battery would go to the beyond of even if 25 milliamperes could charge many things, then that's good. And stay on 25 milliamperes. Kasi sa airport, this is the wattage wherein hindi siya kailangan i-declare as of the moment, as of the regulations. If it goes around 30K, then that's the time na kailangan mo siya i-declare. But for now, I'll just stay with 25K para kahit saan ako pumunta, if I am traveling through airplane, then I don't need to declare it. And that's good. As long as nasa backpack ko rin siya. And hindi ko na nilagay dito yung mga backpack ko, but it is also something that I'm thankful for. It was given to me as a gift by a friend and by a coworker. Mas maliit nga lang siya, but still, it being waterproof is a good thing for me. Kasi kahit umulan, nandun yung laptop at nandun yung mga gamit, and it's good. Tapos tong belt bag ko naman, or body bag or sling bag, is meron siyang lock. So kahit iwan-iwanan ko pag kahit nasa Manila ako, okay din naman. Siyempre, di mo pa rin iwan pag nasa Manila. But I mean, like, it's less of a hassle minsan. Pero pag nandito kasi sa Davao, talagang chillax lang. Kasi, in terms of yung mga snatchers sa kanon, wala naman dito. Mas marami sa Manila kasi dito sa Davao. Pero pag sa ibang parts ako ng Mindanao, then that's a different story. Okay, yung ating earbuds hindi natin nagagamit, but in the future, tulad nga yung sinabi ko kanina, if hindi Momentum 5, baka bumili ako bagong earbuds. But I still need to check if it is something na kasi hindi talaga okay ang tinga ko sa earbuds. Lalo kapag yung silicone nila. It's not something I really could wear. I have a problem with my ears. But this currently na meron ako, nabili ko naman siya around 600, and hindi talaga good yung pickup niya ng mic. Hindi ko rin siya masyado nagagamit. Pero I think if in the future I would go with Galaxy earbuds, I hope na okay yung fit niya at hindi siya masakit sa tenga. I might in the future. But I would really still choose a headset over the ear kaysa yung ganon. Or I might go with bone conducting, which is I'm still nagdadalawang isip pa rin ako, or something na okay ang pick up and okay ang ANC pero hindi naman kailangan bumaon sa tenga. I need to think of those kind of things. Kasi if open buds siya, hindi naman siya mahirap isuot ng pang matagalan, then I think I'll choose that, as long as it still have that capacity or feature na active noise cancellation or passive noise cancellation, or even yung longer battery and so on and so forth. So I would still choose headset over earbuds and Momentum 5 over that if ever. But as of now, all is good. And I do hope na Momentum 5 in the future, and I believe tong Galaxy Buds na bago ay waterproof, but I hope that Momentum 5 would be waterproof then. Kasi it's the only thing na nagdadalawang isip akong suotin siya in public is kapag umulan. So that's one. And also pagpawis ako. Yeah. Ano pa ba? Yung ating cat cable is still using, still good. In the future, might buy a new one. If may sira na o may bangas na, but currently it's fine. Kahit nasa pinto siya, mag-isa naman ako dito sa bahay, so walang problema. Yung ating UPS gumagana pa rin. I might buy it again in the future if nasira to, but currently okay pa naman siya. And EcoFlow is already, there a store here ng EcoFlow, so I might go with the EcoFlow. Also, yung father ko, bumili siya ng voltage regulator or delayer, or hindi ko alam kung anong practical or specific term doon, but it helped. Nakatulong siya sa province. Instead, nabawasan ng aming electric bill ng 3,900, or sabi mo na 4K. So, malaki siyang tulong. It just simply functions as, pag nag-brown out, pag bumalik ulit yung kuryente, may delay siya ng ilang minutes, or rather, ilang seconds, 30 seconds, para hindi mag-spike yung electricity. So, a minute or so. Yes, delayed siya. But at least, pag tulog ka, sumaandar yung ref, pag hindi malakas yung kuryente. Gamit na gamit siya sa probinsya, kasi sa probinsya namin, halos araw-araw brownout. So, yun na lang. So, nakakatulong siya. Ano pa ba? So, sa mga device na kailangan lagi naka-on, like aircon, refrigerator, chiller, useful siya. Pati sa CCTVs na rin. Yes, it would have a little delay. I think sa CCTV mas better ang UPS. But then again, it's good. UPS, lalo na EcoFlow, is far more expensive kesa sa regulator. Regulator around 200 pesos lang. EcoFlow is around 20k, 30k. So yeah, that's way expensive. That's no 10 times, no, 100 times cheaper. So yeah. Okay, sa ating isa pang UTP cable, sa ating 4J45, RJ45, okay pa rin naman din siya. Yung charging block, gamit na gamit. Yun nga lang, in terms of price, kasi sabi ko nga last time, hindi ko alam kung sinabi ko last time, pero yung 65 watt na gun charger natin, if I go with the one na may retractable na plug, eventually in the future masisira siya kasi it's moving, right? This one, dahil nga tinatakip mo lang siya, takip alis, medyo nakakatabad pa minsan, but it's better, and yung cuteness factor niya lang din. But then again, because of that, it's not something useful. Like, okay, cute siya, that's it. So so far okay siya kasi sa power bank, it lessens the charging. Instead of 5 hours or 4 hours siya nag-charge, gamit yung 25 watt ko na block. The 65 watt lowers it to 1 hour. So it's still good. And if I change my phone and yan pa rin yung gagamitin kong charging block, then it would still be good kasi 45 watts na ata. So it would lessen. So far it's good for me. Kasi 1 hour or 2 hours charge na siya compared to 4 hours before, or more than even. Para sa akin naman, it's a good upgrade. Yun nga lang, it could have been better. I could have chosen a better block. Then again, I think this one is better kaysa dun sa retractable. Kasi eventually masisira din yung kaka-retract balik. Though that is cheaper. Okay, this one sa ating cable, yung size, yung length lang talaga problem ko. There is may gamit din naman siya at times, but I think the 0.5 or 1 meter is better. If I'm using it sa sa bag ko, I think 0.5 is fine. If I'm using it like charging lang normal, 1 meter is fine. The reading is helpful. Alam ko tapos na, and so on so forth. Ganun din yung animation sa mukha nung charging block, but I would rather sa charging block na mismo mayroong reading ng watts. And kahit may paa, that's fine pa rin, as long as it should have been watt reading. So hindi mo na kailangan ng additional cable na mayroong reader. But my cable na may reader is good. 240 watts. Gumagana naman siya so far. Okay naman siya so far. Yun nga lang, USB 2.0. So I could have chosen other cables. Pero ito lang kasi yung nakita kong merong reader. The other, yes, USB 4. Yes, mas mataas. Yes, mas mabilis. But then again, it doesn't have the wattage reader. Yun lang ang pinakahabol ko actually. But we will see in the future. May mga update pa rin naman. And I'm satisfied ako sa Ugreen na brand. So I'll go with the Ugreen. So hanggang dun lang. It's been almost 30 minutes of a video. Nag-update lang tayo. I have my comments and so on and so forth. So yun lang naman. If you have any questions or you have any comments lang kayo. Comment lang kayo down below. And yeah, take care. God bless, and all things be led by God. Lalo na ngayon, tumataas lahat ng bilihin. So we really need God's leading in all things. Remember, He is the owner of things. We are just stewards. We should use the resources given to us properly. So, yun lang.